Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jumping on today to do a quick video, the 5 foundations to your spiritual practice. This goes back to my Teaching Intuition playlist too, and I'm going to just share kind of what needs to be in place in order for you to have the foundation to either do this work for yourself or, more importantly, in service to others. Stay listening. It's going to go fast and it's going to be fun. It's coming up next. Let's build a spiritual practice that can serve yourself as well as others. Can't wait to dive in. Let's do it. So I promised you a quick video today, and I will tell you, first one out of the gate, you already have accomplished. I know this, right? See how intuitive I am. So the first foundation for your spiritual practice most likely has already happened to you, and that is that something took place in your life that caused you to seek more answers. So give me a thumbs up right now if that's you. Do a little comment below. My sense is 99.9% of the people watching this have already had something happen. So guess what? The first foundation, check. You're done. Let's move on. Number 2. Number 2 I'm calling FLUX OUT. Not flex out, flux out. What does that mean? The next step you should really be taking in your foundation for your spiritual practice is to find and attract the teachers that you want to learn from, and more importantly, that line up with your intentions, the way you learn, the way you communicate, the way you see your values, the way you understand life. And here's the reason I call it flux out. Get ready to kick them to the curb. Okay, maybe that's a little dramatic, but get ready to move them out or back to the shelf or move them on, right? Because as you are starting your learning and you're learning your own spiritual practice, trust me, you will outgrow them. That's probably the most important thing that I can tell you. Maybe they can't go deep enough. Maybe they've taught you all that you need to learn, or maybe they're just in your back pocket as you move on. So number 2 is to find the teachers that line up with you and then get ready to grow beyond them. Let's move on. Number 3, I'm going to call this your whacked out period. And I'm sure that all spiritual people out there who have been through this awakening and had these experiences and worked with these different teachers have gone through a period where they got a little whacked out on it. And I want you to get whacked out on it. And here's what I mean by that. Learn all you can. Learn about astrology. Learn about the chakras. Learn about how energy flows. Learn the universal laws. Learn as much as you can. Dabble in all of it. Because what will happen is you will start to discern and understand how energy works and how you see energy. There is not one modality that is right. In fact, my whole channel is based on bringing you modalities from around the world. So learn the more, the merrier, and get whacked out on them. And then just get ready though, because you are going to settle down a bit. So number 3 is to have fun with it. Explore, touch. There's not one way to go. There's a million. So go a million. Okay, now that you've whacked out, it's time to shut in. And what I mean by shut in is to get quiet and to really investigate and to really get good at your craft. And this is going to be the quiet period for you. We'll call it the hermit in tarot, right? And just so you know, in the Fool's Journey is such a great metaphor too. In the Fool's Journey, he actually goes out to learn his life, and he goes through all the different major Arcania cards, the 22 different archetypes. And when he actually gets to the end of his journey, he gets to the world and he's complete. Guess what he uncovers? That he's not done at all. In fact, all he really is done at that level. And it's time for him to start the whole darn journey all over again at a deeper level. So when you do the investigation aspect of this, the foundation, just know that you're probably going to be here many times where you're going to go back into whacked out and then come back and get quiet. This process is truly the foundation for your learning. So be open to it. It happens many times. Moving on to number 5. I'd like to think they're all important, but none of them feel as important to me as number 5. And number 5 is probably the most important advice I give people when they come to me to learn this process. And it's through play. My whole group here in Venice is called Tapping into the Intuitive through Play. And the play is so important. Your guides will they'll shut your shit down and if they think you're taking it too serious. They want you to have fun. They want it to be about curiosity. They want it to be about discovery. They want it to be about learning, right? So that all needs to be in the energy of play. If you're trying and if you're getting frustrated and my mom always said, she was a teacher, Jean, stop learning right now because you're not learning anymore because you're getting frustrated. So I think our guides work with us that way too, don't you? Let me know below if that's something that really lines up with you. I will tell you, if you don't shut it down when you're not enjoying it, they're going to shut it down for you. So play, play, play. As we leave today, I just want to share 2 little short bonuses with you. And a bonus is to tell you that if you really want to learn something, teach it. As a coach and a mentor and a manager and working with people my whole life, if I ever watched somebody struggling with an aspect of their job or something that they were trying to learn from me, I gave them the homework of teaching it to somebody. If you really want to understand what you're learning, offer it to somebody else. I mean, this is what we're doing when we're ascending, right? We're learning and we're sharing. And when we're healing others after. We're being in service to others. So the bonus is to absolutely learn by teaching. So my challenge for you this week is to absolutely try that. Maybe it's something you learned on this video. Go teach it to somebody else and see if it doesn't imprint it into your own foundation and your own spiritual practice. The last little tip I want to leave you with today is my bonus tip for you, and it's something that the actual Buddha taught me. When I was studying the Buddhist way, I learned really early on in that path that there was not one way to get there. Even the Buddha himself said, don't listen to me. In fact, don't even believe me. Discover it for yourself. And I have put that as my foundation because I don't believe that any one person, including me, has the only way to get there. All we can do is offer you information and hope that maybe some of it will stick, right? But the truth is, you have to find your way. The only spiritual path you should be following is your own. I hope that lines up with you today. Let me know if you would like to see more short form content on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be still doing interviews. I'm still looking for people who have amazing stories to share, looking for wackier modalities, the better, right? Let me know. Message me below. I would love to work with you and collaborate with you. But in the meantime, how about some shorter ones? Let me know if that's also your jam. This is Jeannie Lynch signing off. Love and light.